get your frisbee. Where's your frisbee? You go get your frisbee? Go. Frisbee? And go. Go, frisbee. Go, frisbee. Well, there we go. We just start recording always. On their own, they just start recording. Okay. Guess we're ready to get started here. Okay, so yeah. The dog's tearing up a stick all over my thing out here. Wow. I picked some cards to start us out. Here's the decks I'm using today. We've got the Earth Magic deck. Okay. We've got the Lantern Oracle, the Crystal Healing cards, Native Spirit Oracle, and the Spirit Animal Oracle. Completely different than last week. I went ahead and started with what does the collective need to know? Where are we at? What is the energy like? Okay, so these are, these are the three cards that we got. Veiled, Fog, Desert. Oh, hello, let me hold a little higher. Vision Quest, Desert, and Meadow, Vulnerability. So, the immediate message that I was receiving was that there is a fog over the collective. As we know, there's a veil, and not everyone is aware of the veil, but this is showing me that the veil is to be lifted, okay? There's lots of energy really piercing through, and we must honor our beautiful sun, our mother sun, father sun, however we would like to refer. And then as the fog gets lifted, we're all going to individually be going on these vision quests. We're going to be asked to go inward a little bit more. And this could also be a physical quest as well. Here we've got the Meadow, Vulnerability. We're kind of going backwards here with these cards, which is interesting. In order to get to this point, which is where we started and where we're at, and lifting the fog, lifting the veil, piercing through the veil, we ultimately need to be vulnerable. Okay, we've got to be vulnerable with ourselves, with others, sharing things that maybe, you know, you've been feeling like you wanted to share, but you haven't really felt like, you know, or you felt, well, you felt vulnerable, you know, like, should I share this? Is this too much for people? Am I too much for people? You know, all these questions that we ask ourselves that ego starts to kind of drill in. But as we become more vulnerable, we go through this vision quest. We look inwards, we look outwards, and we see the actions that are being reflected back to us. And then ultimately that is how the fog will be lifted. So that is how we're starting it out. We're going to move over to the Lantern Oracle next. I have not worked with this one in quite some time, but this is an amazing deck. There's the back of it, and I just love it so much. It's got such powerful, powerful messages. So let's see where else. Oh, we're already here. Key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. If that isn't the truth, we've all been through, I'm sure, a relationship in our lives, whether that be a friendship, a love relationship, an intimate love relationship, or whether that be a relationship with a parent, with a relative, with a family member, with a daughter, with a son. So we are being reminded that there's a certain key that we can find when we do engage in relationship with other people, when we do engage in relationship with the world around us. It's okay to be vulnerable. Okay, it's all right to be vulnerable, because the more vulnerable that you are, the more the fog will be lifted, and then you will be able to see what love is not, and you'll be able to see what love is. There's lots of past relationships I think that lots of us have gone through, and they have taught us so much. They've taught us what love isn't, right? That's a really big key. And our expansion and growth is finding what love is. Up next, melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Look at that. What an amazingly beautiful card, too. We could be sisters, maybe. She is beautiful. So again, coming out with this expansion, this understanding of self through vulnerability. Okay, allow the mask to melt off, allow the fog to be lifted, and allow yourself the keys to your own intimacy. You are the one that's in control of this. You are the one who gets to say if it's the right time or if it's not. And sometimes we go through certain relationships to learn and to expand and to literally, like the card says, learn what love isn't. And maybe you showed that person what love was, right? Maybe you were the one that showed that person what love was, and maybe you were the one that showed that person what love wasn't too, because we do mirror that back. But the key is just being in the moment and, oh my goodness, look at this, embracing the in-between. I was wondering which words they were bringing up next, and here it is, the flamingo, telling us to embrace the in-between. The in-between, which was the in-between card, that Desert Quest. Embrace what it is that you find in the shadows. Embrace what it is that you find in your heart space, in deep in your mind. This is what we're being called to go back to reparent our inner children, to reignite the flame that is within. And the more that we do this for ourselves, the more that we're able to assist other people in reaching that same point for themselves, because we're just showing them that there's a different way, right? There's so many different ways that you can reach the end goal or the end path. This one here is Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. That kind of goes again right along with that card that we pulled a minute ago, the key to intimacy, right? Because the truth is what love isn't, right? You're seeing through the illusion of what you thought love was, but then there's also these people in our life that are showing us what love isn't. And everybody grows at their own speed, right? So we have to also honor that, and it's okay that they're showing us what love isn't, or that they're showing us what love is in the way that only they know how. There's only so many ways that people know how to show love. So that's another really big key factor. Storyteller. Embrace your storyteller aspect. Are you meant to journal more? Are you meant to write your story, but maybe from a third perspective, a third person perspective, so you can see how the actual events played out, because sometimes we're so quick to judge, and we're so quick to, oh my God, we're so quick to react, right? Without just like stopping and embracing and thinking like, well, this person is loving with all their heart. This is all they know how to do, even though it's not the same way that I love or that I would imagine love to be. We're here to embrace all of the aspects of it. We're here to embrace the in-between, like the flamingo spirit said. There's lots of number 20 cards in here. This is the card that I pulled that I was laughing at, because as you guys know, if you've been here since the beginning, we are in the desert with a vision quest with almost the same exact type of photo. I mean, that is really powerful. The vision quest is about answering the call, okay? It's about finding the great mystery beyond. It's about flowing like water. Is the water stopping at all of those obstacles, aka rocks? I don't believe so. It's flowing past it. So that's what you're also being called to remember and to step into. Answer the call. It's time to step into your power. Okay, it's time to embrace who you are. What crystal can we work with to expand our awareness this week? A very unknown one, Numite. Numite, this is a healer stone. Let's see, another more common one that there we go, thank you, that our viewers might have, hematite, grounding. Beautiful. I've been working with lots of hematite. If you guys didn't see, I posted some cute little hematite critters and they are adorable. It's a really grounding crystal. Okay, we're good with those two. So Numite or hematite, both really good to work with this week. And then we've got the alarm going off. What is happening? Something. There's an alarm. There's an alarm. Something. Someone's ringing the alarm. The alarm will be rang this week. Yeah, that was just a random car, but you all know how these messages work. Look at this one. Nope, not wanting to go back in there. White Raven spirit. Ooh, trust in the magic. White Raven. Beautiful. Deer spirit. Bring a gentle touch. Oh my word. The deers have been out and about. I've had some, and the birds too. I've had some hawks that have come to visit me. Another one, another bird here. Canary spirit, sing your own song. We weren't meant to be copies, right? We weren't meant to be copies. We were meant to sing our own song. Every single bird, even though they make similar tunes and tones, they're all unique in their own way. We all have unique fingerprints, right? We all have unique hair, unique faces, unique bloodlines, unique galactic lines, all these things. I was gonna say I saw a squirrel too eating a mushroom. Look how cute this little squirrel is. Believe in yourself. I mean, they can't scream it loud enough that you just have to start really believing in yourself, really embracing who it is that you are here to be. Stop allowing oh wait, that's not the one. Where is it? Oh, okay, it's underneath. Stop allowing the external world to make you feel any certain way about yourself. Okay, we're all here to learn. We're all here to expand. And right now, this whole ascension process, it is a metamorphosis. It's a metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. It's just beautiful. Look at that amazing, amazing, beautiful being. And the cloak almost looks like a wings, like a red winged, but it also looks like a blanket, like wrapped around, embracing everything, embracing the change, releasing to become his own beautiful divine masculine, her own beautiful divine feminine, their own beautiful mixed divine masculine and feminine energies, because that's within all of us. That's within all of us. If you're a female, you've got feminine energies and masculine energies. If you're a male, you've got feminine energies and masculine energies. This is in all of us. It's just about really embracing that. You know, remember when I was younger, there was certain periods in time where like I only wanted to wear skirts. Then there was another period of time where I only wanted to wear pants. And then the pants had to be like up past my belly button. Then there was a time where they had to only be lower than my belly button. You know, I mean, it's just like really expanding and experiencing the things that we were here to experience. You know, I'm sure if you followed me for a little while, you notice like I'm constantly doing my hair in different things. I'm constantly switching up the clothes that I wear, because it's all about in the moment and in the feeling. And how do you feel today? What energy do you want to embrace? Which part of your multidimensionality are you going to allow expand? You know, the necklace I was wearing the other day ended up being perfectly, because working perfectly with my energy that day, because I ended up later having a session and Nefertiti came through. So it's really been beautiful just to see myself and allow myself to be who it is that I want to be, share that with you guys, and then see how much you guys are able to expand as well. And that's part of the whole process. I think that it's a beautiful, beautiful process. Oh, why are these both coming in? Okay, yeah, it's a beautiful process, you know, and we're here to embrace all of it. So, all right, here we go. Distorted desire, conscious desire. What is that? It sounds like it sounded like a squirrel, but I think it was a fairy. I'll be honest with you. Distorted desire, conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Let me read that again for you. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. So we have to really, really be discerning, okay? Distorted desire, because this is what we feel like we want. We think that this is what we need, but the unconscious desire that's actually driving that thought of what we think that we need, maybe that's not for us. This is why when you're asking for that new job or that new car or that new house or whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, you always need to, as a suggestion, add in for my highest good. Again, I brought this through a couple months back. Most benevolent outcome, MBO. Put these things into work. If you haven't tried them, ask. You're going to go to the grocery store, right? You want a close parking spot. Maybe you have a hurt ankle or something. I would like to ask for the most benevolent outcome that I get a close parking spot. Boom, perfect, right? So, distorted desires. Everything that we think comes from a very unconscious place, and it's up to us to, where did it say? Change. It's up to us to allow that metamorphosis to come in, okay? Power and strength lie in our surrender to change, in the vulnerability, and allowing these things to come to the surface, exposing the shadow aspects of self, and allowing them to come to the surface to be looked at. Stop pushing them down. Look at this card. Confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. This is literally what they're telling us. Growth is not all candy canes and unicorns. I mean, there's unicorns involved in candy canes, but growth is not always fun. Growth is a lot of expansion. It's a lot of being vulnerable. Oh, girls, it's a lot of being vulnerable. It's a lot of allowing ourselves the allowing ourselves the time to feel into what it is that we really truly desire, what it is that our heart is asking for us to see. and to allow the deep, dark aspects that we've been suppressing, that we may have been pushing down, allow them to come up, and they just want to be seen, and we can see them, and then we allow them to be released, okay? And if you need to work with somebody, if you need to see a therapist, if you need to speak with somebody, if you need to see a mentor, if you need to schedule a session, you need to go out and, do your thing. Do what you have to do for yourself, though. Stop living out of obligation for everybody else around you and live from that heart space and allow your soul to sync with you. The more we allow it, we just allow it, the better it is. When I found out about my food allergies 3 years ago, I was literally like rug pulled out from underneath me. I ate anything and everything I wanted, but I can't even explain to you how much more clear-minded I am. And in order to get to this point, I literally had to go through hell. It was so intense. The anxiety was overwhelming. Milk has naturally occurring opiates. So I was coming down from this dairy high that I had no idea I was even on for 30 whatever years, okay? And all of these things that we're ingesting, that we're taking into our body, that we don't even realize. This is the thing. And now that I'm on the other side of that, and through the majority of that intense like breakdown, I can explain things from a much broader perspective because I was there, because I felt that. And not everybody is meant to work through these things on their own, but a lot of us are, and we're capable. Everybody is capable of doing it. And you get work, it's not just on your own. We're co-creating moments with other people. We're booking sessions. We're doing things. We're learning more about ourselves. When I started this journey over 10 years ago, I would do like, what's a card reading? Okay, cool, let's see. And then whoever it was brought whatever it was through, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Little by little, different things came in. Oh, psychic circles. Oh, messages. Oh, you're going to have a daughter soon. Oh, well, how come to find out I am pregnant? Like, little things like that where I was like, whoa. And you just can't deny. Look at all these cards that are lining up. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's message. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of my vulnerability and me opening up. And I am so excited that you're here with me. Thank you for liking, subscribing, hearting, commenting, all of it. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I cannot wait to see what this upcoming year brings us. The energies are so beautiful. And oh, this one last card is peeking. She's peeking, literally. Transitions. You have all the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. What I just literally was saying too. I love this. Look at her peeking through. Allow your ancestors to guide you. Allow the ancestors to show us the way. All right. And the birds too. Trust in your spirit. Sing your own song. All of the animals have such beautiful messages. Believe in yourself. Bring a gentle touch. We didn't even touch on that, but that goes with everything. That goes with non-judgment of self. That goes with non-judgment of self. Don't judge yourself. If you get angry, guess what? You're human. You're here to experience that. Embrace that divine anger. Don't project it. Just embrace it. Feel it. Feel it. Oh, I'm so angry. Feel it. And then allow it. Release it. Let it go with the breath. Release. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for being here. You are so appreciated. Bye-bye.